travelled in life, where I felt I could improve on the way things were being done by other people.
Richard Branson is famous for his success in his company Virgin, but it wasn't always successful. Starting a business is very hard work. You work days and nights. To be successful, you have to find a need and meet that need and worry about the money later. Enjoy the experience of your work and be passionate about what you're doing. Throughout Richard Branson's career, he wasn't afraid to start new adventures. He believed in every single one of his companies. He realized that he couldn't be loyal to one bank or to one person to survive. For Richard to become so successful, he had to learn the art of delegation. He has great people working for him who can continue to build his business after he's gone. Richard Branson's career is a perfect example of making no excuses and always being passionate about the work that you do. Never be afraid to take chances and always work hard.
There's no point in us going into something unless we can really shake up an industry, make a major difference, unless it's going to enhance the Virgin brand. If there's any danger of it damaging the brand in any way, even if it's going to make us a lot of money, cigarette companies or something like that, we wouldn't do it. And because life's short, we want to enjoy the experience. So we're not. Very rarely have I actually sat down and thought, can we make a lot of money by going into this industry? Almost all our new ventures have come about from, if you go right back to the beginning, Vietnam War, let's edit a magazine to try to have young people campaigning to stop the war, and let's give young people a voice. The actual business aspect of it, the paying the bills, we had to sort that one out later and hopefully sell enough magazines, learn about the printing and the paper manufacturing, but that wasn't our principal interest. Almost every venture we've gone into, we've seen a gap in the market.
Surprising that it still doesn't go without saying it as some companies. If the person who works at your company is 100% proud of the job they're doing, if you give them the tools to do a good job, that they're proud of the brand, if they're well looked after, if they're treated well, then they're going to be smiling, they're going to be happy, and therefore the customer will have a nice experience. If the person who's working for your company is not given the right tools, is not looked after, is not appreciated, they're not going to do things with a smile, and therefore the customer be treated in a way where often they won't want to come back for more. So my philosophy has always been, if you can put your staff first, your customers second, and your shareholders third, effectively in the end the shareholders do well, the customers do better, and your staff are happy. Talking to as many of the customers as possible, having a notebook in my back pocket, listening, and I think one of the key attributes to a good leader is listening. Making sure that you write down the feedback that you get.
I think space needs a lot of companies doing different things to benefit the Earth back here. I think Elon's absolutely fixated on going to Mars, and I think it's his life mission. And it's as wonderful as Kennedy was fixated on the moon shot. I think Jeff and ourselves are more interested in how we can use space to benefit the Earth, because the Earth is, in my opinion, extremely beautiful and needs to be protected. And we've just learnt on some of the ways that we can protect the Earth by using space. And then the other thing is just there are thousands of people who would love the opportunity of becoming astronauts and going into space. And Virgin Galactic is the only company that's built a spaceship with wheels that can come back and land again, take people up and enable them to become astronauts.
We've read all the negatives, and there's no question that Uber have done an awful lot of good in the world as well. Today I think it's worth thinking about Travis, who I don't actually know personally, but who's lost his mother, lost his job. He's created something really special. He must be obviously made some mistakes, but when you're creating a company so quickly and that it's just exploding all over the world, mistakes will be made. So let's just give a second thought for an extraordinary individual who's human like the rest of us, and that the next thing he does, he can get back on his feet again. Now, look, the point you made, I never even thought about it, but no question,
that the amount of people who've been saved who could afford, people can afford to actually get in a vehicle. A lot of people couldn't have afforded it before. It's made a big difference. And
Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.